Watching, where we have a full lineup of stories for you today.
There's a new podcast gaining critical acclaim in the Ithaca area featuring a budding young star.
A new hospital director isn't in Kansas anymore as he comes in to lead SUNY Medical in Syracuse.
And a popular band has come and gone from Ithaca State Theater. We'll have a recap of that show.
All that and more here on News Watching.
A new podcast is sweeping South Hill. Peter Johans, current professor and former television and radio department head at Ithaca College, has begun a new pod with his young son, Elliot. The podcast, now 3 episodes old, can be heard every Sunday morning and is available for download on iTunes. The pair recap their weeks, with Elliot often winning the audience over with his math skills and campaigns for his father to purchase a snowblower.
SUNY Upstate Medical University has hired a Kansas City doctor to run its pediatrics department and oversee their children's hospital. The university announced Dr. Gregory P. Connors, formerly the Associate Chair of Pediatrics at Children's Mercy Hospital in Kansas City. And Connors received his medical degree from SUNY Stony Brook and a master's degree in public health from the University of Rochester. He is set to make start of his position on March 4th.
A TCAP bus and an SUV collided in Ithaca yesterday, resulting in several injuries. The collision occurred at the intersection of West Green and South Meadow Streets, just west of the Commons. Ithaca police report that the bus was traveling on West Green around 8:45 a.m. and was T-boned by a Subaru that ran a red light. The bus then careened into a nearby tree. The bus driver and 7 people were treated at area hospitals for non-life-threatening injuries, and the driver of the Subaru was issued a ticket for running a red light. In sports news, holding a 15-3 overall record, the Ithaca College women's basketball team has a pair of conference matchups approaching this weekend. On Friday, the Bombers will face Skidmore at 5 p.m. from Ben Light Gymnasium, and then will welcome RPI on Saturday at 2. Saturday's contest will be the team's senior day, highlighting the contributions of Allie Tunick, Annie Giannone, Megan Piquel, Megan Mazzella, and Sarah Jackson. The women will need to win out and beat Vassar on the final day of the season if they are to host the Liberty League tournament.
Well, the number of Bornean orangutans is half of what it was before the new millennium, a new report found last week. A study published in Current Biology and detailed in the Washington Post estimated that more than 100,000 of the apes died between 1999 and 2015. They cited human proximity, deforestation, killing as for the reasons for the decline. It is estimated there are anywhere from 17,000 to 100,000 orangutans alive today. And a large storm that developed in the central U.S. is on its way, bringing snow, wintry mix, and severe flooding rain. The storm dumped over 17 inches of snow in the mountains of Colorado Plains to the upper Midwest. As the storm makes its way east, colder air is continually being wrapped in making for more dangerous commutes. This is looking to be true across New York State in the coming hours as precipitation continues with colder air.
Well, they're famous for songs like Shut Up and Dance With Me and Different Colors, and last night, Walk the Moon shook the walls of the State Theater in Ithaca. The 5th stop on the band's current tour, the theater was filled with young and old fans who stood the entire night. After getting the show started with songs from earlier in their career, frontman Nicholas Petricka led the audience in a meditation before kicking the show into high gear. The band's tour continues tomorrow in Portland, Maine.
And firefighters in a town in western Germany tackled an unusual emergency late on Monday when a tank at a local firm making liquid chocolate overflowed and poured out onto the street. Roughly a ton of the chocolate made its way into the surrounding yards and streets, according to a spokesperson for the fire department. Firefighters closed off the street and shoveled the chocolate to one side before a specialist cleaning company finished the job. Now, despite the incident, the town will still have chocolate this winter season.
Well, Dylan, I have to say I love my job here, but I would love to be a part of that specialist chocolate cleanup crew.
Well, you know, Reed, if it fits on the resume and you've got a bit of a sweet tooth, it might just work out for you.
I'll be updating my resume later. After a quick break, we'll update you on the weather, and all I can say is it's going to be bitterly cold.
And speaking of cold, we'll have a story of how local newsman Will Carlson saved a small puppy from a snowdrift outside the park school.
And we'll be taking a look at how the Ithaca Commons is undergoing a massive revitalization. Stick around.